This is practice test number 1, and in this video we're working on problem number 4. And in this problem we're told that a study tracked the number of crimes per year in a city with the unemployment rates over a period of, and it should be 14 years, that's a typo, over a period of 14 years. The data over the 14 years is shown below. And so we have the data for the 14 years. And for example, in the first year we had unemployment that was 7.2% and the number of crimes was 770. In the second year the unemployment rate was 6.2% or 6.0%. The number of crimes was 640. Third year the unemployment was 5.0. The number of crimes was 562. And so on down through each of the 14 years. And we want to see if there is a relationship between the unemployment rate and the number of crimes. Now, one of the ways that you can show a relationship between these variables is to make a scatter plot, and that's what we do down here under letter A. The scatter plot chart is given to you. You notice that on the vertical axis over here on the left, we have the number of crimes per year from 500 up through 800. And then along the horizontal axis on the bottom, we have the unemployment rates, which vary from 4.5 all the way up to 7.5. So what we're going to do is we're going to take each of these data points and plot it on the chart. So for example, this first data point, 7.2% unemployment. So we come down to the unemployment rate. 7.2 would be this point right here on the horizontal axis. And the number of crimes is 770. So we would come up until we reached 770 on the vertical axis, and that would be our data point that we plot right there. The second data point is 6.0, and we would come down to the unemployment rate of 6.0, and then the number of crimes is 640. We would come up until we had hit 640 and plot that point right there on the vertical axis. That's about 640 right there. And we would continue to plot all of the data points, the 14 data points above in the scatter plot, and this is what your scatter plot should look like when you get done plotting all the points. Now, we can see that there's a trend that as the unemployment rate goes up, the number of crimes goes up too. There's a line that we could draw that would fit somewhat through the center of this data. It's not perfect, but there is definitely a trend. Increasing unemployment rates indicate or relate to increasing crime rates. So then we have several questions that we want to answer down here at the bottom. And letter B asks the question, can unemployment rate be used as a predictor of future crime levels, yes or no? And the proper answer is yes, because as unemployment rates increase, we see the crime rate increasing as well. Letter C asks the question, is there a correlation? And explain what it means. And the answer is that higher unemployment correlates to higher crimes. Letter D, is this a positive or negative correlation? And the answer is it is positive, which means both increase together. In other words, as I move from left to right on the unemployment rate increases, the number of crimes increase as well. So the slope of the curve is upward. Both increase together. So that is problem number 4.